Shit, 1, 2, 3. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? This is the motherfucking Anze live Sunday night motherfucking pull up. You feel me? Got my motherfucking co-host with me.
Yeah. What up, bro?
What's good with you? You good?
I'm good, bro.
You a little hungover?
I was in the morning. I ain't even going front. Yeah, I wasn't feeling good, but I'm good now.
Sure, you made it.
I made it, bro.
I'm gonna throw my boy Fredo under the rug because he was like, I was just like, hey, well, this what Max is gonna pull. I was just, all Max is like, I think this was just been like chilling. I don't know, like this one he texted me back, and he was just like,
was today?
Yeah.
Bro, I was sleeping the whole day, bro.
Nah,
like
but hold up, my boy was just like, hey, you fire him. He didn't even no points, nothing. He just hit me quick with him. He was just like, you know what?
Cold-blooded, bro.
Fire him.
Jesus.
He texted me no emoji, no laugh out loud, no follow up message. He's
okay.
fire him.
He hitting me up worried and shit. Like, bro, you good? Where you at? And he telling me that shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
dead ass. He was just, I was just, I don't even think I texted back to some shit. I was just like, bro, like, you feel me? Like, Jermaine, fire him. I'm about to follow your ass. You feel me?
Straight up, this weekend, I won't be able to be here.
Nah, you feel me?
You
Like,
know
that's
what
just
I'm
like, it's a fucking, you feel me? You telling me ahead of time, you feel me?
Nah.
You feel me? I appreciate the motherfucking, the week ahead, you feel me? Like,
Nah,
and I bet you're gonna be mad busy, you feel me, with some shit. You ain't gonna be turned up at all. You're gonna be in the office working and shit.
I mean, well, this weekend I won't be able to make it. I'm gonna go visit my mom. I'm gonna be in Mexico for the weekend, so.
So you're gonna be out there working and shit. You ain't gonna be drunk at all.
I ain't gonna be working. Oh no, I ain't gonna be working nothing, bro.
You ain't gonna be
I'm gonna
working.
be doing the opposite, bro. I'm gonna be getting turned every day.
Allegedly.
That's the plan. Allegedly, yeah.
I feel you. Hell yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good ass motherfucking good ass time. I feel you.
Hopefully, yes, sir.
Shit. But let's get into some shit.
Let's do it.
Champions League final.
That was a good one, man. Well, was it a good game? What do you think?
At a non-biased opinion,
Right.
a lot of slow sequences of play where it's a lot of time where they just slow down so much because of just good defensive play. But on Man City's time, I feel like a lot of times they're being held up and being not taking initiative to make plays as fast as they should have. You feel me? I was just like, at one point I was like, there's not a second fucking leg. You feel me? Like,
Right.
you guys are not showing the sense of urgency that you guys should have. So at a non-biased standpoint, I think there's a lot of slow sequences, meaning, was it a good game? I've seen better finals before.
Right. And finals tend to be that way too. They
Yeah.
start to be a little slower.
Like stagnant?
Both teams seem to
Yeah.
be defensive, like real defensive. And I asked you because I didn't get to watch the second half really. I watched the first half pretty good. And it started pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think like the first
right away.
10, 15,
Right away, they're
like
going at
both teams had
Yeah.
some decent chances. You made it clear before the game started that you didn't like the lineup.
Yeah, no, from the get-go.
So
No,
talk about that.
yeah, bro. I'm glad you fucking brought that up because the lineup comes out and Pep overthinks a lot of shit in finals or in just crucial one-legged ties. I mean, a two-legged tie or whatever, like quarterfinals, especially in Champions League. It's like he's notorious for it. As much as he's notorious for winning the bitch, he's also notorious for failing, changing things up, overthinking it. So from the get-go, bro, like the team comes out, and what I tell you, no Rodri, no Fernandinho.
Exactly.
Why the fuck are we not playing a DM?
Yeah. And I thought about that for a while too. I mean, no Rodri over Fernandinho, obviously. It's going to be Rodri over Fernandinho. But if you're not playing Rodri, then you would think
You would play Fernandinho.
you'd play Fernandinho.
You feel me?
I thought about it for a bit, and I just thought with the center mids that he went with, who was a Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and who was that last one?
Fucking
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo.
What I was thinking is he wanted to play
More
assumed,
offensively.
Yeah, he assumed
Yeah.
that with those three mids, I mean, you think about it on paper, those three center mids, you would
Creative.
think they would have the
Yeah.
ball all day long, all kinds of chances created.
And that's where we played right into Chelsea. We played right into them because it's like, bro, Chelsea wins. the reason I'm bringing this up because it made me think about a lot of shit. Chelsea wins, and then shout out to Oscar. He right away posts it up,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh hell yeah! So he posted it up, and I'm just like, my initial comments is this is why it broke it down really well. My initial comments, what I said to him was like, we both know what would have happened if Fernandinho or Rodri would have played. You guys, Chelsea played amazing defensively, and Chelsea ain't shit. And his response was, we actually don't know what would have happened if Rodri or Fernandinho would have played. Chelsea did a lot more than defend amazingly. And he was like, I don't have nothing to say. Yeah, like I have nothing to say about your Chelsea ain't shit comment.
Yeah.
But if that shit made me think heavily because Oscar, shout out Oscar, like he's one of the most complete midfielders I've ever seen play. Just overall, like he asked a lot from somebody. And I was just like, all right, like let me think about what he means by let me see what he means by Chelsea did a lot more than just play an amazing defense. And I was like, not only did they do that, they took advantage of our midfield. Their fucking opportunities, everyone's like, oh, Timo Werner missed a shitload of opportunities. I'm like, yeah, he's known for that. Like
Christian Pulisic missed.
Yeah, he missed that one too. But like the Timo Werner thing, to me, I was just like, yeah, he's kind of like, it's kind of been like that this entire season where he'll make something and he'll make this amazing play, but he hasn't been able to find the back of the net as frequently as he was in the Bundesliga. Like it's kind of like noticeable. Now I see people talking about it, and I was like, you guys don't watch soccer like that. Like you guys don't really watch like ball like that. If you guys don't know that, like, and I was like, yeah, well, I would expect that from him. Then Kai Havertz, like he was balling, bro. Reece James locked up that side, and that whole front, that whole fucking first half that ball was going down that whole side. Riyad Mahrez doesn't do shit on the other channel.
And what I was going to say, to add on to Chelsea did more than defending. They actually created more chances.
Yeah.
And had more shots on goal. I think you guys only had 2 shots on goal.
Some bizarre shit like that.
Yeah, they had more shots on goal, more chances created. Like I said, I didn't get to watch the second half as good as I wished I did. But I did watch the highlights, and they did create some decent
everything,
decent
bro. And because the DM. Then Stones, too. Stones had such a poor game. Like, Diaz played amazing again, but Stones, just little errors that are leading to shit, that are leading to chances being created.
And then also, what do you think about neither of Aguero or
his subs? Aguero should have gone in.
But I'm talking about even starting a 9. Like, you have both available.
Oh, no, I think that would have been asking way too much from Pep. Oh, to start, either one of them would have been asking way too much for him. Like, hey, be reasonable. Start a 9. No, I get what you're saying. I completely get what you're saying. But for me to ask for the...
You didn't even think about that.
I didn't even
You knew you were going in with the false 9.
I knew damn right we were going with... I was hoping we were playing the same fucking team. I just wanted the same fucking team. And that's what's so fucking frustrating about it, bro. That is like, dog, Thomas Tuchel comes after the game. He's like... Yeah, I seen the fucking. I seen the sheet and I seen no Fernandinho nor Rodri, and I was just, I can't believe they're not playing. I was just like, he said something in the lines like, I don't know the exact quote, but he was just like, I would have thought they would have played him.
Yeah, it's something that he regrets for sure, you know. But I feel like that, and also the false 9. Like, to me, you got to play a 9. Bro.
You have to play a 9, but I wasn't even coming into it thinking we're
you
playing
already
a fucking
knew.
9.
Yeah, because you guys have been playing.
It's one of those things where you're like, hey, like no one watches Arsenal the way I watch Arsenal. Like, no one watches City the way I watch City. And I'm just like, dog, I was just expecting the same fucking team. Give us the same team. If we would have lost with that same team, I would have been like, hey, we lost. But everyone says it. Damn, you guys played right into Chelsea.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that also Chelsea knew how to. Oh shit, you guys are playing right into us, like that. We could get this done.
Yeah, yeah. When I seen that lineup too, I was like, oh, okay.
The Chelsea lineup.
It's gonna be a good game. Well, when I seen both, when I seen both lineups, I was like, okay, it's gonna be more interesting than what it should be.
I wish we would have fucking played Fernandinho or Rodri. I wish Aguero would have came in before Jesus.
He put him in what, 75th?
Yeah, he put Jesus in first, which I just think was wrong. It's like, madness, why the fuck would he put Jesus? When has Jesus Aguero has more clutch moments than Jesus does?
And Jesus has goals, I feel like.
You feel me? Like, that's one of those things. It's like, like I've seen Jesus have clutch sub goals, but it doesn't come even fucking compared to Aguero's fucking placement in the team. Aguero should have gone in first. And that's what, bro, that's what's so frustrating about this loss to me, that I can't even be mad, because it's like, we did the exact same fucking thing. You did the exact same fucking thing. What I come out and tell you after, for the first time since we hired Pep, I'm like, I wouldn't mind if you're bringing in someone like Zidane, which would be, I wouldn't mind him walking. Not firing. Obviously, I would run it back with the same team. I would run it back the way we were. I wish we would have kept Aguero. But to me, it's the first time since we got him that I was just like, hey, if you want to walk, if we're bringing in Zidane, you could walk.
Yeah, Zidane would be.
We need to get Balder,
coach, bro.
We need to get Balder.
I'm surprised Zidane left Madrid too, but that would be interesting. Zidane at City. Honestly, I would take Zidane at Arsenal over the coaches that are available right now.
The contenders. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's
bro.
a lot of good coaches out there right now too. So that's. I mean, Pep just signed an extension.
He signed an extension for like a
couple years,
3 more seasons,
like 24 or something.
It's like 2024 or some shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, this is the first time, bro. You know, when you would bring it up, you would scare me. You would bring it up like, hey, what if Pep leaves? And I was like, don't even say that. Yeah. And this is the first fucking time where I was like,
fuck it.
If we're bringing in Zidane,
walk, homie.
I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Fool, Zidane, think of those Real Madrid teams that won 3 of them
in a row.
It was the same fucking team, almost the same fucking team. Exactly. Midfield, Casemiro, Modric, Toni Kroos.
Yep.
You feel me? It was the same thing. He doesn't fucking. He plays what needs to be played. He doesn't do anything crazy. He's just regular, conventional. He's a good tactician. I think he's amazing. He's probably an amazing one-on-one manager. One thing about Pep is obviously Pep has created and molded a lot of careers. Mm-hmm. But one thing about Zidane, we can't take that shit away from him. He's probably an amazing one-on-one manager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's one of those coaches since he is a legend of the game. I'm not sure compared to like seeing Pep compared to Zidane as far as a player. I didn't get to watch Pep play. Yeah. But Zidane, just off the top, he's gonna have that respect from the players.
Yeah.
Anything that he says, players are going to listen.
Another thing too, City, think about it. City brings in Zidane. Zidane's coming in there like, what? I have 3 Champions League. I just coached the best team on earth. Anyone has anything to say? I have the same stats that I have the same fucking resume that your boy does. So right. there's no talking less about me. There's none of that. I'm coming in the same style. I'm a superstar, world class head coach. You feel me? And it's coming in, and I think that would. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, hey, for some reason, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind because it's just, especially when they're talking about like Sergio Ramos. We're offering Sergio Ramos a 2-year contract. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
yeah, because he's Ramos is what, at least 35 now, at least.
I thought it was 34. He's 35.
Probably around there.
I know. Yeah, he's 30. He's old. Yeah, he's old.
That's pretty old. And then to go to the Premier League. That's demanding, bro. From the Spanish league to the Premier League. The Premier League is so much faster. Physical, I feel like they're both pretty physical.
Yeah,
but
of course.
The pace is just it's crazy in the Premier League. So yeah, I'm not sure about that one. So 1-0 Chelsea. Shout out Chelsea. You know it is what
amazing
it is.
Fucking game. Oh, I love the shout out Kai Havertz after. I don't know if you see me retweet it.
Oh, with the when he got that
question.
That question about
that
the price.
shit was so sick because it's like hard. The millennial coming. It's like the Gen Z millennial coming out of players now. They're like,
and it was hard because you would have thought he was from out here, from the U.S.
Yeah,
the way he said it, like he said, I could give a fuck.
I could give a fuck less.
And he's like,
we
German,
just won the
right?
fucking Champions League.
Like the question, so they asked him something about
you were the most expensive Chelsea transfer ever. Do you think you made up for your transfer money? Mm-hmm. And he was probably like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
because it's like, bro, go ask Roman Abramovich yourself.
Yeah,
I'm almost sure he'll tell you. Yeah, like
because it's not the players' fault how much you pay for them. You know, like they play as good as they can, and whatever price the club puts on them, that's on them. Personally, obviously, they overpaid, but I mean, if he scored the winning goal in the Champions League,
and it's just like, bro, to me, it's just a stupid fucking question. The response was beautiful.
That was hard.
The response was beautiful. I think it's crazy because I really can't hate this Chelsea side, bro. Like I fuck with Thomas Tuchel. I like Thomas Tuchel. I like the fact that Thiago Silva was able to like actually win it this time around. I've always liked Thiago Silva. fuck, Mason Mount's dope.
Yeah, bro, they have an interesting
Yeah,
team.
they have a dope team.
Even though they spent, what, 150, 200 million
They
this
spent a
summer?
shitload of money, so don't
Yeah.
even come at City with about spending money. These who spend all types of money,
Yeah,
but
we
also
come
spend
out-
it very wisely.
Yeah,
Chill well. Dope. Sergio Aguero real quick.
let's do it.
Fucking.
How do you feel about that? Well, it was kind of like it was coming.
It was coming.
It's been known
Yeah,
pretty
for a
much
minute.
since the start of the season. You want to say?
I think since January it was
maybe
official. I think it's like
January.
January is official that we all kind of.
And it sucks that he was so hurt this season.
Yeah.
I would have wished he was
And out of
full
favor.
on it.
Hurt and out
And
of
out of
favor.
favor,
And out of
right.
favor.
That
Yeah.
was-
It wasn't also that he was always. It wasn't always that he was hurt. It was sometimes he was just out of favor. Just like you
Right.
told me about John Stones. He's like, is Laporte hurt or he's out of favor?
because Troops
Yeah.
for the starting 11 for the Premier League picked Ruben Diaz. Obviously,
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz. I think he even got player of the
Player
year
of the year.
for
Yeah, I
Premier
think he
League.
did. Yeah.
So Ruben Diaz, obviously center back, and he put John
Laporte.
Stones
Oh,
as,
okay.
as the partner. That's why I hit you up. I was like,
Yeah, John
what the
Stones is,
fuck?
yeah,
Laporte is a better
he's
player
out of favor.
on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I hit you up. Like, bro, what's up? John Stones is
Yeah.
playing,
But yeah, the Weddle thing to me is just an awkward situation when he gets to Barca. Like
let
who's
him know why.
like thing just
Why
the
you
whole
think
number 10 thing. Like what are you gonna do? Like
You think they're gonna have to throw hands over that number 10?
I think this one Weddle's just gonna be rocking this Mess's jersey like a little smaller because Weddle's a little thicker. Like this one came in
Yeah.
a little thicker today. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's just he's gonna be rocking the Messi jersey. And I think it's just gonna be an awkward situation where it's just like, bro, like they haven't switched the name. I don't mind wearing your jersey and shit, just the name. You feel me?
Right. No, but real shit. Who has the number 9 at Barca? Griezmann?
Breathway, no?
Oh yeah, he's gone.
I think Weddle's gonna get 16.
I mean, either way, it's gonna look pretty tight.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you know, it's funny that now I have a reason to go for Barca. It's pretty cool. Like, especially if he's playing.
He
Like,
finally got that.
I'm always gonna root for this fool, dog. Like, no matter what. Like, I hope he kills it. I hope he goes into Barca and fucking kills it. Like,
Yeah.
like
for
it's
sure.
always gonna be one of those things where I was thinking about it. I was like, I will legit get that Barca jersey because I think it's a fresh ass jersey this year round. This year round is dope.
That
It's
shit was
real
tight. I
dope.
like that
it's
too.
real dope.
So Griezmann number 7. Sergio Roberto. Yeah, Breathway has that number
Yeah,
9.
Breathwaite
He's
has the
gone,
number,
bro. Martin Breathway. Yeah, you're as
Yeah.
good as gone. My bad, bro.
Yeah.
My bad, bro. You gone.
So what else gonna get the 9? I hope it should look
That
fucking
shit,
fresh.
ooh,
That
yeah,
shit look
that's gonna
fresh,
be
bro.
hard, bro.
That's gonna be
And
dope.
they're talking about
Griezmann,
a
baby.
lot of players are gonna be up for sale in that Barca team.
Who do you think deserves the number 10 at City?
Damn, I didn't even think about that. What number is De Bruyne?
17, but he at Belgium he like 7.
I think he's gonna run with that number 10 though.
Nah, De Bruyne he won't switch. He wouldn't switch. 17 has always been his shit. If anyone,
17?
if anyone's gonna switch, it's gonna be Phil Foden.
Oh, that
10.
would be hard
Yeah.
too. That shit would be stupid hard.
Yeah.
See, with us, that's funny, bro. Because like he's a prospect, even more than a prospect now. This year he made his point that he needs to be a starter
recognized, yeah.
next season. And I heard Mahrez is gonna be on the transfer list
For real?
with Sterling as well. I've been hearing that.
I don't know.
That's crazy. But yeah, Phil Foden had a really dope fucking season. So that number 10 will look fresh on Phil Foden.
I think
Um,
if it's not Phil Foden, if we get Harry Kane, you could throw it on Harry Kane because he's been the 10.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
So that'd be dope.
I was gonna say to think with Man City, right? So you lose your number 10,
Yeah.
and you ask who's gonna get the number 10 now,
Yeah.
and then you might bring somebody in.
Yeah, that's what I'm
have the
saying. That
number
might get the 10. So Harry
Bro, with
Kane.
Arsenal, we're so sorry, bro. They're like, oh well, Mesut Ozil live. Who's gonna get that number 10? Motherfuckers were talking about ML Smith Rowe, and shout out Smith Rowe, bro, because he's a good prospect. He's one of
Yeah,
our
he's cool,
youngsters.
yeah.
But that number 10, bro, we need to go out and get somebody. Jack Grealish, somebody. You know what I mean? But it's just funny to me. Like Foden sounds hard for Man City though.
That's what I
that
would think.
number 10. That
He
shit
fucks
look
with his
hard.
47, and I seen him be 7 for England, but I've also seen him do 10 a lot too. So
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
But,
But it was Aguero leaving. That was dope. I mean, he did a solid ass fucking career at City. I loved it
Hell
every
yeah.
single bit of time
Would you
of
say
it.
he's the first Man City legend, or Yaya Toure? Do you feel like he deserves credit?
I think you know what's funny. I think it finally completes the puzzle. Though I think we finally have our star, our legendary center back, Vincent Company. We have our
Oh,
legendary.
that's right. Company as well.
We have our legendary midfielders and David Silva and Yaya Torre, and now we got our legendary striker. Fucking shout out Cruz Azul. They took it finally
Oh yeah.
after a billion fucking years, like
Yeah.
2001, I say.
Nah, like 97.
For
yeah,
real?
I was actually kicking it with my brother yesterday, and one of his old friends from back in the day came over with the Cruz Azul jersey. So we talked about it for a minute. I think it was 97. He said since 97, and my step pops is a Cruz Azul fan too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and then Jerry Colima's pops is a Cruz Azul fan as well. Shout out my boy Jerry.
Hey, bro,
You know
shout
what it
out,
is,
bro.
boy.
Shout out all of Cruz Azul. It's dope to see you guys finally win one. I
Yeah.
remember the crazy ass final they had against America where they ended up losing that one. Like, so shout out. That was dope. Shit, what's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? It's the motherfucking Anze live podcast. We're fucking back. You feel me?
Real quick.
Running this Sunday night, but this is the Monday night. You feel me? It's like a day.
We getting that extra pay, that time and a half. What's up with that?
You feel me? Hey, dog.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, dog. Hey, you know me, baby. You're like, hey.
I don't. Actually,
Like, hey,
That was
dog.
a serious question.
Hey, you feel me? Nah, I feel you, dog.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it off the cam. It's cool, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro. I feel the same type of way.
Nah,
you
but
feel
yeah,
me?
Sunday night vibes. Mondays this week. You know what I mean?
Hey, happy Memorial Day. You feel me? Shout out to everyone overseas. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Even if
Got
I'm I'm
Yes.
opposed to everything. Even if
Oh,
I'm
man.
opposed to other shit and this and that, whatever views I might have, still me shout out to people that still
Yes,
put their
sir.
lives on the line,
That's all.
have
good.
put their lives on the line. You feel me?
Yep. Shouts out, love. Yes, sir.
Let's get into this motherfucking Laker motherfucking basketball, bruh. What you thinking? What you thinking?
So it's
You-
Monday. We're recording this Monday. They played last night.
They played last night, and you led off the questions with the city thing, so I'm gonna lead off these questions with the Lakers thing.
Run it.
What you thinking? I don't know, bro. Like I
So-
thought it's funny because we sat here and before I let you spaz out, we sat here and Waldo said it's gonna be a quick fucking 5-6 games, 5-6 games, and we both said 7
At
So,
the time, that was when it was
Yeah,
just the first game when
Yeah.
when the Suns were up 1-0. Yeah, bro. I mean, so we took the W on what was it, Thursday? We went up
Took the L.
we went up 2-1. We look good. We're
Took the
looking
W.
we're looking better every time that we play. So Thursday we were up 2-1. I was feeling good, feeling confident. For Sunday,
yeah,
Sunday came. We were playing pretty good. I think at one point we were up 12, 13 maybe.
yeah.
At the half. Don't remember what it was at the half, but I think it was a little bit closer. I think they might have been up 3 or 4
Yeah.
points at the half. But I promise you, when I was watching the game, kicking back, watching, just chilling, bro. I was
Yeah.
confident. Like I knew that in the third and fourth quarter we were gonna run those numbers up. Unfortunately, AD took
Picks up that-
another
knock.
hit, bro. And
That thigh.
I mean, the good thing is that it wasn't his knee.
Yeah.
So that's good. But the thing is, now it's another part of your body that you need to take care of. So it's like his groin area
Yeah,
that he's trying to heal now, and that's another really bad area to heal. I've had like fucked up groins here and there, like nothing major, but it's still very uncomfortable.
and I think the way he also got injured, like the way he was in the air, and it was like a
Yeah.
very weird movement that caused that. I'm like, damn, that was it was non-contact. You feel me? Non-contact.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
no-
that was the knee. The knee was a non-contact when he landed. Like
Yeah, but even this,
the groin, I don't think I really saw it then.
even that groin injury, from what it looks like, I think he had gone up for like a layup, right?
I could have sworn he took a hit to the groin.
I think he
But
was,
I could be wrong. I'm not
yeah,
too sure how.
we'll
it
edit
happened.
this out if it's completely wrong. But what I'm saying, I think he was like in the air and like he kind of like moved, like something happened in the air. Maybe he did like have some contact in the back, but something happened in the air that he kind of like it just kind of you could see that it kind of moved in wrong. And you have to think about it. He's so fucking huge,
Yeah.
so that movement must really hurt whatever went wrong.
Right. Yeah. So that groin injury, it looks like he's not going to play. What is it? Tomorrow, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, he's not
I
gonna.
heard that
Most
he's
likely
not.
he's not gonna
Yeah,
play.
most likely not going to play. So that's going to be extremely tough. Going back to Phoenix, so that sort of like confidence that I had, uh, slipping away a little bit. You know what I mean? Not because the team isn't playing good or the rotations aren't there, but because of these injuries, bro. It's tough to have to play without one of your two stars now. Because the team is composed of those two stars, and then
Yeah.
everybody else are role players for the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if you take a superstar out, then like you just have LeBron and a bunch of role players.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are going to have to step up. Caruso, Kyle
Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Yeah, of course.
Dennis Schroeder has been playing a little bit better, but he needs to fucking, bro,
Andre Drummond.
defensively. Andre Drummond, bro, has not. I don't, in my opinion, has not been playing good.
He played very well the 2 games they won.
when they won.
When they
yeah.
won, he played
They were
phenomenal.
having, the team was having
Yeah.
fun and shit.
And even then, when they won, they still were not knocking down the shots.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what's crazy.
and that was one thing about this last game when they lost. One thing that I kind of liked and that I disliked at the same time was that we were putting up so many shots, but it's like, how are you going to get over that hump when you're not shooting well, other than shooting? So we were still missing a lot for this last game, this past Sunday.
We lost 100-92. Yeah. So
And it was pretty much over like the last minute. I think. They
yeah,
went
pretty
up
much.
10
Really,
or
the
some shit
game
like
really
that.
kind of fell apart.
Yeah. So.
Oh, fucking Jay Crowder! What a fucking piece of shit, dude!
Oh yeah,
Like,
hell yeah.
oh
You
my
talking
god!
about that Braun
Yeah,
player?
that was so fucking
How is
dirty.
that not a flagrant?
How though? I don't get like, and then he's looking at him after, like he's dogging LeBron. Like if he has any right to dog LeBron,
Yeah.
I'm
Bro,
like,
that
dog, what the fuck are you? To me, it was such a dirty fucking play.
Yeah, because I mean, LeBron didn't fall or anything
Nothing,
because he's
bro.
so big.
Yeah,
because
bro.
he's so strong. But if that was any other player, that would have been nasty. That
Bro,
would have been a nasty
anyone else, that
play,
would have been
bro.
anyone else that's a little more fragile. He does that too. Anthony Davis, he does that to Anthony Davis. That's an injury right there. What the fuck? Like how the
Yeah,
fuck was that?
I don't understand how they didn't even go look at that.
That's crazy to me. No, I'm
Yeah,
tripping out,
that's
bro.
ridiculous.
I was like screaming at the fucking TV, like
Yeah,
how the
same.
bro. So the Suns, and one thing, shout out down to Laker fan. We're like, we really fuck with your content, bro. And one thing we always just revert back to because he's the one that kind of like mellow. He was pissed. He was super pissed. Bro does not curse in his fucking live streams, and he was like, he let a few curse words slip, and I was like, damn, that's how you know he's fucking
that's
mad.
Passion for the team,
Bro, he was pissed, and he was just like, one thing he said, he was like, yo, the Suns beat us by 8 points, and one of our second best player got injured, or you know, our second main piece got injured. They dirty plays after dirty plays after dirty plays, and we weren't knocking down shots, and they barely beat us by 8 points. You have to think about it that way, and I was like, no, you're right. You're right.
You have a little bit. You can take a look at that point of view.
Optimistically, you feel me?
But I feel like even with AD gone, with the coaching that we have, with the role players that we have, I feel like we should have still won that game.
Yeah, no, of course, bro. Of course.
I actually, at halftime, I had to go do something really quick. I came back to a notification saying that AD was not going to return.
Yeah.
And off tops, I'm like, oh my God, it's not going to be good. I checked the score because the third quarter had already started, and we were already down 13.
Yeah, it was quick.
And
It
I'm
was
like,
quick.
bro, I understand that we just lost AD, but with the coaching, with the role players that we still have, they should have never gone on that spurt of like just fucking dominating us at the beginning of the third quarter. There's no way. We have to still remain defensively solid, bro. There's no way that we can go down like that even with AD.
Kuzma is one of those players that defensively sound, like he's so there, but yesterday was just all over the place. He wasn't doing shit. Like, and I mean to say that about the whole like team besides LeBron. LeBron was just in there, bro. He was trying to win it.
Yeah.
LeBron was trying to win it. Like he was
Yeah,
doing everything in his power to win.
LeBron, I could think of Marcus Gasol.
Yeah, Marcus Gasol
Had some-
knocked down a couple of nice ass
Marcus
threes,
Gasol was really
which is
good.
dope. Yeah, hell yeah.
Trying to keep us in it.
And
Dennis
it's-
Schroeder had a couple plays.
You know what's
that
the
he
interesting
kept us
part?
in it.
The way we won the other 2 games was just so dope because it shows how much size we had. It really, our size really showed out the last 2 games when we won. Everyone was so much bigger. We were botting everyone out, and then it came to this game, and we weren't there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like we're so big, and we still get like these point guards just straight run through us and do these layups that tick me off. Like If Booker hits a jump shot, he's a great shooter.
Yeah.
I've seen him hit shots where hands to his face, close to getting swatted, and he just makes
He
them.
fucking nails
So
it.
that's fair game, bro, because he's a really good jump shooter. But when I see these smaller guys like just run,
Cameron Payne. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, someone
Bro.
defend that.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the thing that pisses me off. Like,
there's no
Cameron Payne
way.
looking like Lou Williams. Looking like a prime
feel
Lou
me?
Williams. Like, what
Like,
the
there's
fuck?
no way he can just run inside the paint and just do a
Alright.
layup, bro. Like, if it's a dunk, okay, cool. But they're laying it up,
Bro,
like, bro, there's
he's
no way.
Cameron motherfucking Payne is looking like a prime Lou Williams.
That's
in-
real shit.
In some sequences, and I'm like, he should not look like that.
No way.
You feel me? And
He was
yeah,
like playing overseas or some shit, and fucking coach hit him up like, "Yo, we could do something with your goofy ass."
so
And he was looking
frustrating
like
to see the fucking loss. Hella frustrating, but on to the next one. We play tomorrow. As far as the West has been a fucking roller coaster, bro. Everyone's been going at it.
Yeah. Now, before we get into that, how do you feel about this next game?
I want to be optimistic, and I want to be next game is going to be one of those games that we just shoot the lights out and we land them. Even if we don't play all that
That's
great,
what it's gonna have to be.
it has to be one of those games where we shoot lights out. We should take next game as an elimination game. It would be game 6. Let's say we lose game 6, we'll go into game 7. Game 7 was coming back to LA, right? Or it'd be 1-1.
No, so apparently, I thought it was gonna be like. Oh yeah, they did switch it up. Cause remember it was 2 and then 3 away, and then the last 2 at the home. At
You're
home.
right. You're right.
And apparently they changed that because we are going to play home. If for game 6 we'll be at home,
Okay.
and then obviously game 7 if necessary would be at Phoenix.
Okay, so we're going 1-1-1 then. We're going 1.
Yeah.
We're going away,
so
then home.
Phoenix was home, and then for 2 games, and then Lakers
Then
2 games.
yeah, we should take
1-1-1.
we should take my personal opinion. We should take next game as an elimination game for us because we have to win to come back and
to LA, and we got
beat
to
'em.
finish them off.
finish
in
them off
LA,
because they're
we
gonna
can't-
be they're if we could beat them without AD, they're gonna feel like damn. LeBron has to have one of those. It has to be an OG playoff moment for LeBron next game. It has to be him dominant, and
For
then the rest
sure.
of the players landing shots,
Yep.
and him just having one of those games where you're like, "There's no stopping him. He's the best player on earth."
Yep. And
That's
that's,
exactly
the
what I
thing.
said.
Going back to how our coaching is really good. I feel like I was gonna have to do a lot with that as well. The rotations are gonna have to be on point.
Yeah, every single
Players
thing
that
has
need
to be
to step
yeah.
up. Pretty much the whole fucking bench. I hope KCP is back. I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't even looked into it, but I hope KCP is back because we were missing him too for that last game.
Yeah,
So I hope KCP is back. Kuzma's gonna have to play his ass off. Caruso's gonna have to
Caruso.
play his ass off.
Drummond.
At least defensively, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
Drummond, Andre Drummond as well. Top of my head, who else? Dennis Schroeder needs to play a little bit better than he has. Wes Matthews, Ben McLemore,
Yeah,
the whole team.
yeah.
bro, whole
The
team
shooters
is
have
gonna-
to land the shots. If you take 2, you sink those 2. That's what has to happen, and LeBron has to go off for like 40 points.
Yeah, we have to be mentally sharp, and I feel like we can get there.
Yeah, I could
So-
see that turnaround in us. I could really see that turnaround in us going into Phoenix and really doing it. So
Yeah, so being optimistic, I hope we get that.
we have
dub.
that lights out
So we
game.
come back to LA and fucking take care of business in LA.
As far as the rest of the West, bro, the fucking it's tight all around.
Yeah, every series is
Every
looking-
single series is a fucking is getting hot.
Yeah, so tonight's game for the West, again, we're recording on Monday. Utah beat Memphis, so they went up 3-1. But even then, that one's been really close.
Yeah, that one's
they
been-
won.
yeah.
Utah won by 7. So Utah's up 3-1. Another Western, the Nuggets against the Blazers. The Blazers tied it up on Saturday, so they're 2-2.
Yes, sir. That's another close series.
That's 2-2. And then the Dippers just fucking
Yeah,
Tied it
they
up
tied it
against
up
the
too,
Mavs,
motherfuckers.
which for the Mavs, I never in my life would have thought they were
They're gonna win either. Yeah, we said
2-0.
we said it too. That it was gonna be a 7. We said it was gonna be a 7-game series, and the Clippers win, right? Some shit
I
like
believe
that.
so.
Some shit like
Maybe.
that. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they stepped up.
And they're
Fucking-
lucky because really, bro, all the Mavs have is, I mean, no disrespect
Yeah,
to
Luka.
their squad, but
Just
Luka has
the-
been killing everybody that tries to guard him.
That shit was funny. I seen some shit. It's like Luka and Porzingis is like Kobe and Shaq,
Kobe.
except Luka's both Kobe's
Yeah,
shot.
that shit was hilarious. I seen one that said like
They had us in the first half.
yeah, they had, my
That
boy
shit
had
was
us in the
funny.
first half. Yeah,
But
yeah, and then I didn't watch the game, but apparently he's not looking healthy at all. Luca,
yeah,
he was questionable too
yeah.
for the game.
Yeah,
So
but
hopefully
supposedly he's good though. Supposedly I
I
seen the
hope
after
so.
game, the post
Yeah.
game interview. He said he was fucking sharp. He said he was straight. He said there was no way he's gonna miss next game. Some shit like that.
I hope so, cause bro,
I might just be pulling that shit completely out of nowhere though.
yeah.
They're gonna pull my clip out from the podcast and be like, hey, supposedly Lucas said this. Like,
No, apparently.
sources saying that motherfuckers cleaning on the whistle. Ain't nothing wrong with him. But
so that was 2-2. That shit's interesting too.
come to the fucking East. I thought the Knicks were gonna give the Hawks a better run for their money.
Yeah, I think that one for sure we thought was gonna be a 7-game series.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Hawks are looking nice, boy.
Yeah, they're gonna take.
They won last game Sunday to go up 3-1. So the Hawks
Yeah,
are up
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Same last night.
The Bucks swept the Heat, then the fucking Nets lost one to the
against
Celtics, and then
But they won last night, so they're up 3-1.
They're up 3-1, and then today the Sixers lost one, and Embiid got hurt too.
Oh yeah,
Embiid
got hurt for the Sixers, so that's gonna be interesting.
So
3-1, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
So it's been some sweep. We got one sweep, and we got like every other series in the East kind of going, like kind of just everything's kind of paving itself over there.
Yeah.
While the West is kind of more on the interesting side, but basketball as a total, I think is looking dope.
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of looking like
no
one. We really don't know. Like everyone's like, oh, the Nets, but everyone's like, oh. Then I hear people, oh, the Bucks and the Lakers and the Clippers, and you feel me, like, but
on paper the Nets are looking scary, but
who knows how
they
that
play the Bucks next. So
they play the Bucks next.
Bro, the Bucks have been playing real good.
Do they play the Bucks next, or do they play the Hawks next?
No, hell no, they play. I remember telling you too. They play the Bucks next, and then
That is gonna be
if the Hawks win, they'll
hell
play
of a
the
series,
Sixers.
bro. Fuck,
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna
gonna
be a
be-
hell of a series.
it's gonna be
Both of those series are gonna be really fucking good.
Yep.
Yeah, damn, basketball's about to get really fucking good.
Yeah, the first round typically is always like
And even then,
there's
we're
lot
having
of
a
bad
solid
teams.
ass first round.
Yeah.
I think we're having a good first round
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's gonna be crazy what in the following weeks when we're potting, doing more and shit, how much we're gonna be able to talk about the NBA, how extensively we're gonna be able to talk about the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that next round's gonna be fucking amazing.
It's gonna be
bro.
fire. But
Can't wait for that.
we can wrap it up right
Especially
there.
if we're in it. Hopefully we're in it.
First, I'm hoping, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
7 games, so
Yeah.
hopefully it doesn't have to come to that. But
Looking like it.
shit,
It is what it is.
wrapping up that fucking. We pretty much covered all bases, right? The whole NBA's
Yeah. I think
side.
so.
You think so?
I'd say so.
This we can round up the segment where we're gonna talk a little influence, music influence, wrap it up with mindsets, and we'll wrap it up for this pull up. But music, bro, fucking music. And I'm telling you, since we're sober, I'm very sharp minded right now. I feel like I absolutely remember everything. I'm
How
just
it
trying to,
should be, you know what I mean?
you feel me? I'm just trying to like kind of like break down this conversation how it should go, but. Steven had an interesting take the other day, and I wanted to implement it in the pod, and I actually implemented it yesterday with this fool Alex, and I wanted to see your take on it. Channel Orange or Blonde?
Well, for me, I became a Frank Ocean fan because of Channel Orange, and Channel Orange just takes me to
2012.
to a place. You know what I mean? Like that's what I love about music. Classic albums. Good albums that just take you to a certain place, certain time. So Channel Orange for me was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Again, that's the reason why I became a Frank Ocean fan, and it just like you said takes me to 2012. 2012 were some good times, bro. Those were some really good times.
You feel me?
That was my year when we graduated. So that summer was really dope. That's when it came out too, I think.
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying.
So that summer was all Channel Orange. That year, at the end of the year, Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
So those
lot
two
of
albums
good-
always
yeah.
take me back, bro.
Of course.
So Channel Orange for me.
And Channel Orange, the thing about Channel Orange for myself is like pyramids. You feel me? Super rich kids. Fucking what's the other like super big song that's on there too? Like the love song that's like huge on it.
Thinking About You or what's
Thinking About You, obviously, that's the obvious one.
Yeah.
And what I mentioned to Alex, shout out Alex, I was just like, bro, he had us all fucking knowing every single lyric to Forrest Gump.
bro.
You
That
feel
was
me?
my
Like,
shit.
like every single one of those songs was
but
like,
that was my shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, bro, he had a, I know every single Sierra Leone,
Pilot Jones.
Pilot Jones,
I
like
fuck with the whole shit. Monks, Bad Religion,
almost everything, bro.
Pink Matter. The
Dog, to
whole
me,
shit is
Channel
hard.
Orange is one of the most influential albums of the last decade, and like to me, it's one of my favorite albums. Pyramids, that song is
It's
a
like
fucking.
9 minutes.
It's
but
like
it's
7 minutes,
I
and it's
remember.
a
I
fucking
think
masterpiece.
I
Bro.
think at one of the parties that we threw, we played that motherfucker the whole fucking way through, bro.
It's 7 minutes
and
long.
It was a
bro.
vibe, you know what I mean?
Bro,
Whole
and
time it was a vibe.
dog, that's what I'm saying. And Blonde, I never got into Blonde. Like I know a couple songs on it. You feel me? Like I ran through it before, but it's like I never heard it nowhere near as much as Channel Orange. Like,
It was a lot different, but Blonde was fucking good too. Let me pull up the fucking track on that motherfucker because that's how I felt at first because it was so different. And
yeah,
Channel Orange just did too much for me.
yeah.
Like even going back to Good Kid, Mad City. Remember when he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly?
I really loved To
liked
Pimp
that one,
a
and
Butterfly.
I
Yeah,
never was a crazy fan for it because Good Kid, Mad City just did too much for me, bro.
yeah.
And that's how I felt about Channel Orange and Blonde. But then eventually I started listening to the whole. I listened to the whole album eventually.
Yeah.
Nike's is hard. Ivy.
White Ferrari. I like White Ferrari. Nikes.
Pink and White is fucking amazing.
Pink and White's good.
Nights is fucking my god, bro.
Nights is good.
Fucking hard. Which ones do you fuck with, Steven? You said you like Blonde better?
No, I like Channel Orange.
Oh, you just brought it up.
Yeah, the comparison. Yeah.
Artistically was better.
I can see that. Yeah,
In Blonde, you think artistically he was better and he was better? That's crazy.
I can see that because
Production wise.
I don't even think like Pyramids. It's better artistically produced than any song on Blonde, to me. Like Pyramids is like almost like hearing Kanye at his best production wise. The way he was like the way they laid down that track, the way his vocals on the track, the way it's two songs in one, the way it's a 7 minute song. That shit don't go no more. You can't make a fucking 7 minute song no more without being considered a joke.
And that goes back to what it did for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can see his point for sure. Like artistically, like I feel like it
Blonde.
might have been next level.
I have to get into Blonde now. Like I really have to listen to the
for
motherfucker
sure.
like that.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you.
And you need to just a lot of things that you might not fuck with. Like you got to be out of your comfort zone and just like get used to.
And you know what's funny? I think now more than
sound.
ever because I've been heavy like on the Brand Faiz, on Giveon. Like now that I like those artists very heavily, I think I could go back to Blonde and appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah.
Which I will do now.
It was still a really good album for sure.
And I know a lot of the songs on it, like I think it's a good album, but to like when this brought up that comparison, I was just like, oh, to me it's like it was never a comparison. Like to me, and I was just I wonder, and you know it's crazy that a lot of people have it this full side though. A lot of people will say Blonde's better. I've heard that before. People are just completely infatuated by Blonde, and I'm
because I heard Channel Orange. That's why I became a fan. But for younger people, for younger kids, guys and girls, maybe Blonde was the first time they ever heard.
They heard Frank Ocean.
So imagine hearing Pink and White, Nights, and it's the first time you listen to Frank Ocean, and you're just mind blown because I was mind blown, and I already knew who Frank Ocean was. So obviously, if it's the first time I'm hearing it, hearing Frank Ocean on Blonde, that's gonna do what Channel Orange did for me in 2012. So I can't even knock that, bro. Like it just depends when you listen to an artist, what it does for you.
And then the rollout of Channel Orange too, because he came out with that letter saying that he had fallen in love with some dude, like, and everyone's their reaction for the first time, I think in hip hop culture. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it was a staple that everyone was like. I remember everyone was like, "We still love you, bro."
Yeah,
they had the letter.
First time.
Yeah, so I think that staple of it too. I remember the letter was everywhere and it had big ass things like "We still love you, bro." Mm-hmm. So that was probably the first time in hip hop culture that I was so widely accepted that it was not even a question that if we were that if we were not gonna fuck with him or not, we were gonna cancel him. It was never gonna be a question. It was like, oh no, like if that's what happens to you, dog, that's what's up. But you feel me?
Right.
Like culture wise, or like the first time in my life that I seen it was so like just out there and so accepted. And it was a beautiful moment for human history, for hip hop history, like for hip hop culture, for millennials. I think it was a dope part, and that's that whole Channel Orange. I think that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it was just a very monumental album. When it comes and when we talk about influential albums, 2012, Good Kid, Mad City, and Channel Orange.
Also,
And
the influence of OF on that album made it perfect.
yeah,
For
that's
sure.
true.
And
Yeah.
OF was dropping like crazy.
Yeah,
at
well,
that
yeah,
time,
fucking
too.
Tyler, like fucking Goblin, bro. Like Goblin, like to me, I was bumping that shit sophomore and junior year, like you wouldn't believe. Like Goblin to me was fucking amazing.
It was so crazy. Bro, this fucking group came out of nowhere,
Out
just
of
not giving no fucks, bro. They did
And
whatever the fuck they wanted to do.
They're big. So you would say now, like, so when we're talking about our if we're now that we're off the Channel Orange thing, influence wise, you want to do your top three influential artists and albums?
I could do top five.
Top five
artists.
either or?
I could do top five artists.
I think albums a little harder. Huh?
Albums is harder for sure.
I think it's more preference
At
based.
least because I didn't even think about it. Like you had asked me during the week about
Yeah.
a top five, so I came up with that quick.
So we want to do top five artists, influential.
I'm down with that.
Top five artists, the last decade, 2009,
last
2010,
decade.
2020.
I'm with it.
You do your five. I'm gonna do my five. Then you four, 3, 2, 2, 1.
For sure.
Cool.
Um, and then
Then
I
we
told
do.
you
Then I want to do 3 albums,
I'm down.
3 influential albums. Not necessarily your favorite, not necessarily the best, just influential albums that you think paved the way for other artists or other albums, other sounds sonically. You feel me?
I'm down. I told you before we started recording. I have like 2 lists if I could fucking go over those. Like
hell yeah. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like my like artists that influence me, like not in general, for the whole genre of rap and hip hop. So do you have one as well, or
5th, like on the list?
no, like a top 5 of just
yeah,
who influenced you?
yeah. No, hell
You
yeah,
wanna get
yeah.
you
Fuck
want
yeah,
to do that
yeah.
first, and
Yeah,
then we
we-
could do in general top 5.
Yeah. That's cool with
Okay.
me. Yeah, so we do. Yeah, that's cool with me. Yeah, let's not make this
So
overcomplicated.
before we get into in general top 5 most influential of the decade in our opinions, top 5 that influenced me, that
Your 5th. What's the 5th on the list?
I feel like in no particular order, that influenced me, that make me
Yeah.
fucking believe I could do fucking anything that I fucking want to do.
Last decade, 2010, 2020.
For me, that influenced me, I want to say I could start off with Kendrick.
5, Kendrick.
K dot for sure. What about you? You want to go back and forth, or you want me to just run through that?
We'll go back and forth because it's super easy for me because I could agree with that. K dot.
So K-Dot.
Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City dropped fucking. I think it's been like 4 albums in the past 10 years.
Something like that.
4, maybe 5 albums.
Yeah,
like
To
we
Pimp
go
a
88.
Butterfly,
We go
Damn.
fucking. We go. What's the first one called?
Section 80.
Section 80, which is a fucking masterpiece. Then we go Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, then Damn. And then you could add Untitled Unmastered. I don't consider that shit. Like, I don't really listen to it like
Untitled,
that.
Unmastered. Yeah, it's not an
But
album.
as far as albums wise, as far as his discography, fucking influential as
And then
hell.
at that time too, we got to think about like the West wasn't even crazy. Like
it wasn't
that.
even
It wasn't
popping like
even
that.
really popping like that.
And
no
I think
more.
also Kendrick's influence on TDE and Kendrick's exposure for TDE to what it is now.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's like a modern day modern day properly ran Death Row. You feel me? Where all the best artists are there. Or,
NWA.
you feel me? Yeah, it's just
And
all the best.
NWA that never broke up.
Yeah, it's just all the best artists are there in that sense. I'm just saying all the best artists
Yeah.
are there, and everyone's happy. Everyone's
Yeah.
from what it seems like is content. Even if SZA's coming out with some shit that's like, like that, the Harry and Punch are always arguing from what it seems like, but they're still making a lot of money, making a lot of fucking classics
Yeah,
together.
it's never gonna be perfect.
You feel
know what
me?
I mean?
But
Like,
from what it looks like, it looks dope. So K Dot agreed.
yeah,
Next one.
K dot for sure.
If I agree with them, I'm just gonna agree with them. You feel me?
Bet. Let's see. So the next one for me, J. Cole.
J Cole.
J. Cole easily. That influenced
Agreed.
me.
Agreed. Another fucking spotless discography. As you always point out, you point out his mixtape game, which was probably prior to 2010, but his mixtape game, you've always told me his mixtape game was flawless.
Yeah,
And
for
it
sure.
is. I've heard the mixtapes. You feel me? You put me on most of his mixtapes, and then you put me on. I started listening to fucking J Cole just from all the mainstream shit, but J Cole's fucking discography. One thing. What else? What do you say?
Yeah, so just to talk about real quick how I even like heard about dude, like uh my cousin that he's the one that put me on game like when I was little, and I mean, so
Yeah.
he's an old head. He don't even listen to new shit no more. Like since fucking 2010, he don't fuck with no
Yeah.
shit. So Blueprint 3 came out, Jay-Z's Blueprint 3 came out, and he has a song
With J Cole, yeah.
with J. Cole, and he spazzes on that, bro. And
Yeah, it's hard as
he
fuck.
showed it to me. He's like, "Yo, bro, this guy J. Cole, like, he goes off on this track." And I
Flames.
heard it, and it was just a rap, bro. Like, damn, this one did go out. Who the fuck is J. Cole? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went back. I think he already had
The first track I heard of J Cole's was the one with Miguel. The All I Want Is You. That's the
Oh,
first
okay.
J Cole track I've ever heard, and then I blew it from there.
yeah. So I think he already had the warm up.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights, I think, had just dropped maybe a few months, maybe. But he didn't have no album out, not
Yeah.
yet. So I heard those two tapes, and it was a rap. And then he has a first tape, which I can't fucking remember the name, but that shit was
Yeah.
hard too.
The Come Up.
The
Some
come
shit-
up,
yeah,
yeah,
Come Up,
it was the
yeah.
come up, the warm
Yeah,
up.
I'm telling you,
and
I
then
know
Friday
these,
Night
bro, because you
Lights.
put me on.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
just couldn't fucking think
Yeah.
of the name, but
I know,
I fuck with this shit heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, J. Cole, I feel like, and remained solid. These
Oh yeah,
past
no,
10
yeah.
years,
These
like,
past 10. That's what I'm saying. The past 10 has been
yeah,
influential.
yeah.
We've been talking about J Cole for a minute, but one thing I want to bring up real quick. I was talking to someone a while back, and same age group as we are, and they're like, yeah, like I used to. She listens to a lot of reggaetona, and she was just, I used to listen to like underground stuff, like J Cole, and I'm like, that's crazy that people that don't really know a lot about music or hip hop will say that J Cole is quote unquote underground when he's just he's one of the most mainstream fucking artists ever.
Yeah.
He sold fucking millions and millions of fucking albums, but you consider him underground because he's a lyricist. You feel me? And he
Yeah,
puts
yeah.
it's a beat, it's a hook, it's a beat, it's a hook,
Yeah.
and nothing. It's always just been rap. And I was like, that's just fucking bizarre to me that people even have that perspective of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think influential to the fact that he brought influence, to lyrics, to being a fucking lyricist. So J. Cole, Dale Gas.
Yeah, for sure, J. Cole. Next one, Travis Scott for me was fucking
Travis
huge,
Scott.
bro. Travis Scott for me. So real quick, like my favorite artist growing up, I'm talking about like my number one,
Yeah.
like favorite artist when I was a kid was M. And then as I got older, that I started listening to more hip hop, started understanding shit more. It was Game.
Yeah.
Game all day, bro. He brought the fucking West Coast back. Was talking shit to everybody, bro.
Yes, sir.
I
Really
love that shit.
fucking like
Game.
middle 2000, like mid 2000s.
05, 06,
yeah,
07,
mid-2000s.
08, bro. I was
Killing
on
killing
game.
Killing
And then that's when J. Cole, that's when I heard about J. Cole.
Yeah.
And like it was a rap. Like he was my favorite. And then, you start getting older, and then a lot of big artists don't drop that often.
Yeah.
So Travis Scott came out, and
Kinda
it was
just filled
just
in.
crazy, bro. I
Sick.
mean, that's at a time where I'm out of high school. Allegedly, I'm like trying. I'm smoking.
You feel me?
I'm drinking more.
You getting turned, you getting lit.
I'm
You
getting
feel me?
lit.
You getting
I'm
exposed
getting-
to the
yeah.
fucking to the adult life. You feel
I
me?
mean, I'm getting lit. So Travis
Your
Scott
mom
was-
let you out the house a little bit.
yeah, I mean, it was nuts, bro. Travis Scott, as soon as I heard him, I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker has so much passion in his fucking voice. Like, he just sounds super raw. Like, the fucking, the beats are ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
And then I just be high listening to this shit, and it was mind blowing. Like, shout
Rodeo,
out Cudi,
rodeo,
too.
fucking
Did
crazy
the same
album.
shit. Yeah, and even before Rodeo. Like,
Yeah,
when-
I got really into Travis Scott. Rodeo. It's not. I don't agree with you. I just have another. I have another
No, yeah,
artist in
for
mind.
sure. You don't, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
Again,
but
again,
rodeo,
this is
like,
like
yeah,
people
exactly.
that
Yeah,
did shit for
yeah,
me. You know,
yeah.
that just fucking.
I'm just telling you. I have
influenced me.
another.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
telling you some shit about Travis. Real
Yeah,
quick.
so
Rodeo.
just to like wrap it up, first time I heard Travis Scott was like on TV. It was like super random. Like, I think it was like on MTV. They had like a super, not a summer jam or some shit. Summer, it was something with having to do with summer.
Yeah,
They
some
had an
random
event,
shit.
and it was actually Ti that was performing,
Yeah.
and he brought out Travis Scott,
Flame.
and I think at the time he just had one tape out, Al Faro, and I think he came out with Upper Echelon. Not sure if you heard it, but I
Yeah.
heard that and I was like, man. And then he's always been a crazy,
Yeah. Just high tempo.
fucking, yeah, like performer. So that
Yeah.
that caught me off
Very
guard
good
as
performer.
well. So instantly, bro, for me. So and then so Al Faro, and then Days Before Radio came out. Days Before Rodeo, sorry, came out. Was just nuts for me, and like I said, yeah, he was just my favorite artist, along with J. Cole at the time.
So I feel so that would be your third one. If I'm gonna take it somewhere else to someone that's like I guess in the same realm as Travis Scott, I'm going Tyler the Creator. Tyler
Hell
the
yeah.
Creator, I think when I first heard Tyler the Creator, it was just so much fucking different than anything I've ever heard in my life.
Hell
Like
yeah.
it was so much more different, and the crazy part that they're West Coast. You feel me? Like it was. They didn't sound West Coast though. They just sounded. They like made. They used a sound that was dope, bros. Like Kanye West again, like very influenced by them, very influenced by him. Like the beats sounded very, fucking just out there. The lyrics were obviously super fucking
Nasty.
out there. Everything was out there. And then just the coalition of OF that came along with Tyler was fucking ridiculous. Because
And at that time, my bad, bro. Didn't mean to cut you
yeah,
out. Just real quick. At the time, we were like around the same age as
yeah,
them too, so
of
we
course,
could
yeah.
relate like a motherfucker.
So
Yeah.
everything like probably like I think they're a few years older than us, but the way they acted was like, oh yeah, that's the way we act. Like that's the stupid shit we want to see. Like everything about Tyler Creator and what he brought to the game for me, like Goblin, I remember all the junior years just bumping that shit. Like every
Yeah,
single one of
Goblin
their
was
tracks.
fire.
Like and then what came out of it, fucking crazy. So Tyler the Creator for sure was there. Then like he put people on Supreme, like he just did a lot of
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Like Tyler the Creator, very underrated. I hope he knows how much he's influenced the game to what it is now. A lot of fucking people sound or do shit because Tyler the Creator was like, fuck it, I could do some shit. You feel me? I could do
Right.
this shit too.
As a group too.
As a group too. As a group too. OF
everybody
as a group
had
too.
everybody had a part in that
As a
group
group
that
too.
just brought something special. So yeah, for sure, Tyler the Creator, shouts out for sure, bro.
Shit. So we're on 3. So go to 2. This is where it gets tricky because I have 2 in mind, but it's like, fuck. I
We
have
could do
like,
special
yeah,
shouts. You know what I mean?
go for it though. Go for it.
So number 2 for me is not no particular order. So number
Yeah,
2, So number 2, Schoolboy Q, bro.
Schoolboy Q.
All fucking day. You see my handle on Twitter, on
Yeah.
fucking Instagram, on PlayStation, bro. Anything groovy like Groove Line, like
I think the
that's
Schoolboy
all
Q
him.
is a abstract option. Like it's a unique option for the simple fact that like I won't take that. I'm gonna say someone else, but I could agree with you influence wise if we're talking
Yeah.
influential
Yeah.
because like bro, Gangsta Funk, like he brought that.
Hell yeah.
He brought
And
that.
he's fucking hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
and I think no, just that simple. From what I'm saying is just that simple fucking that it's like it's West Coast style beats, but he sounds like his own person. He sounds like I'm my own person. He still represents TD to the fullest. Like
Hell yeah.
and nah, Schoolboy Q
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, this is like people that influence me, so I don't
Yeah.
expect you to agree with my list all the way through. But Q for me, it's funny because I didn't even get into Q because of his music at first. I would see interviews when they were perform. I remember we used to watch some shit on an episode on YouTube where they recorded like their whole little
Yeah,
like a
people were
couple
really good
shows.
at that, huh? During
Yeah,
that age, that
hell
era,
yeah.
knew how to make those videos fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Wiz, him, Mac.
Yep. Yeah, so I remember being in college at the time. I was at Mount Sac, and I just had a bunch of time to waste, bro, because I was waiting on the homie to get out of class. And I remember I was just watching a bunch of YouTube clips of TDE, and I was just thinking like, Schoolboy, this guy's fucking hilarious, bro. And like for me, like that's huge because that's how I carry myself. Like I tend to be a fucking clown all the time. So that right off the top, like I was like, who is
you're
this
big on that.
motherfucker? He's
Yeah.
hilarious. So then I went back to his music and was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And he's fucking good too, because my favorite as far as hip hop and rap, what's always gonna get me is that gangster shit. I've always like we're from the West, so
Yeah.
that has always
sound,
that's what
yeah.
I grew up on.
That
Like,
sound
that's
is
what my
always
cousin
number
put
one,
me
yeah.
on. Snoop, Dr. Dre was the first artist
Game.
that I eventually.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about when I was a fucking
Yeah.
kid, bro. That's what I came up on. So that's what I always loved.
I'm going Mac Miller. Mac Miller, just in a bro. I was super heavy into Mac Miller all of high school. I was super heavy into Mac Miller. This entire life,
R.I.P..
rest in peace. Like that's something that just it's for me. That's crazy to say. Like for real, rest in peace, Mac Miller. I think it's crazy because people love Mac Miller. Like people love Mac Miller. His aura, his energy,
Yeah.
and me personally, I love the music. Like I genuinely love the music. Like Blue Side Park. A lot of people do not fuck with that album. I love that. That was his debut album. I think I think so. Yes, it was. And that shit's amazing. Then like Kids, like all the dope fucking albums that he dropped, mixtapes to me, like Mac Miller, and then Influence. And after, he's one of those artists that I could agree was like I could say was like Steven was saying, artistry wise,
Singing.
yeah, he really got really in tune with the producing and all of that,
Right.
and people love that. Like my albums are my favorite albums from him are obviously the earlier ones, but I've grown to love the later albums, and I've grown to be like, damn, this really had a heavy influence on the culture, and it just fucking to me it's just crazy, and it's just fucking it's a tragedy to say that he didn't. You feel me? He's not gonna be able to be a part. He's not gonna have any more music. To me, that's just
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, I can feel that. I never really tuned into Mac Miller like that, but I mean, apart from a handful of songs that were just crazy big, you know. But yeah, I could feel that.
This
for
next
sure.
one, I'm warning you right now because we're gonna have to do a
Yeah.
hot mention already on him, but not Drake. Someone
Who?
else. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, for sure.
Yeah,
I
'cause
thought.
this is- I mean, it's
I
coming
thought-
on my next shit
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because
for the
I think Drake is
general.
just like no shit.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But
We're on the same page.
that's
Cool.
like we're giving 2 lists, right?
Yeah.
Are we or
It's just
I
getting
thought that's
fucking.
what-
It's just getting lengthy.
So damn, then we'll do a quick like just shout out
Because
to in general. 'cause
yeah,
that's what I
in
want.
general, we're gonna do in general. But I think I have like I have a quick topic to bring up after this, and I think that's gonna be more than general. Not a topic. I have a quick question for you that
For
I
sure.
think we've already talked about. But this is your one right here.
All right, so last one for me, Tory Lanez, bro. Easily.
Tory Lanez?
Yeah, Tory Lanez. So same thing as like when Cole became my favorite, and then it was him and Travis.
Yeah,
I feel like Tory right now is
You put me
is
on
that,
Tory.
is that guy. Tory Lanez can do R&B, he can do rap, he can do hip hop.
innovative.
He can edit videos, he can direct
Produce.
a bit. You know what I mean? And I love that shit. Like, influence me, makes me think that I can do anything that I put
He's
my
independent
mind
now,
to.
right? Too right.
He's independent now. Hell yeah. So
Nice.
he's getting all the fucking bread.
Yeah,
So yeah, Tory Lanez, bro, for sure, bro. I'm rocking this fucking.
you feel me?
merch
One
right
umbrella
now.
mob.
One umbrella mob, rocking this merch right now.
Yeah, no,
Hell
I
yeah.
think you initially put me on. You put me on a lot of music, a lot of main. I've always liked my indie music, my underground music, but you put me on a lot of mainstream music that I feel like for me to appreciate music more, I would have had to known these artists. And
Right.
you put me in the forefront. Before we get into the question, I want to get into. I want to ask you after, which is kind of going to get into a last topic. My fifth artist would be ASAP Rocky. ASAP.
Hell yeah, bro.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP for sure.
ASAP Rocky. That sound,
for
that
sure.
swagger,
Everything
that
too.
culture, the rest in peace ASAP Yams. You feel me?
sure.
Like the whole ASAP mob, ASAP Ferg, you feel me? But ASAP Rocky, to me, innovative with the whole. I remember when he first dropped that Peso video. I've never seen some shit like that. I never seen those fucking shoes.
So
I never seen the
clean,
Rick
right?
Owens. I
Yeah,
never
like-
seen the Mason Margiela. I never seen the Balenciaga.
Just
Never,
super fly all the way.
yeah,
bro.
like the
All
designer, the
way.
way he puts his designer together, the way he puts clothing together. The
beats.
fucking mixtape was great. The album was great. The way I think he properly. When he went to England for a minute, I feel like he properly went in there and learned the culture inside and out, opposed to someone like Drake that's more of a culture vulture, in my opinion.
Too many, yeah.
Yeah, but that's something about ASAP Rocky. Like Rocky to
Hell
me
yeah.
is just gonna
That's
be
a
one
special
of those
shout
dudes.
out for me too, because
Yeah.
I feel bad leaving him
And
out.
I remember him, and I knew you would have totally agreed with him, and I was
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
I'm gonna remember him. But then you came in with the Tory Lanez, you came in with the Travis, so I came in with something a little different. You feel
Oh,
me?
yeah.
So
yeah.
ASAP Rocky for me.
A$AP,
Now we could
oh,
get
yeah.
into. I'm not hurrying it up, but it's just gonna be a long pod, so we're gonna break this down a little bit. But this question I want to ask you is: Drake the GOAT?
Nah, not for me. Not for
And
me.
because we know he's probably on top of that list of influence.
Yeah, for the
And
last
we-
decade,
yeah.
him and K-Dot can go at it.
You feel me? And we probably know that he's probably on top of the list, and we know that Drake has a bunch of fucking #1 albums, and we know all that. I'm not gonna be the person to take that away from him, but we didn't. Drake is a topic himself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Drake is almost bigger than everything on the fucking list.
yeah, right now.
But I just don't want to keep talking about Drake. I don't want to make this a repetitive thing. But one thing that is in our people, since he won that fucking whatever the fucking award he won,
Artist of the decade.
yeah, so people are like GOAT.
Yeah.
They threw the GOAT on
yeah,
there.
yeah, there's no way. And that term has been like just used loosely, like for a handful
In our
of years
in our culture.
because now you see like, oh,
Yeah,
well, it's
in
not
our
just-
time. In our time.
He's one of the goats, or like
Yeah,
like
not-
goat is literally greatest of all time. So
Yeah.
there could only be one. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't completely knock it because I can see where these younger people can say that
Yeah.
because he's just been for the past 10 years been so consistent, and there's like not many artists
Style
or
switches.
many not
and-
even a artist that has done that for 10 years straight to put out the amount of albums, the amount of hits, singles. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's easier to say than can be done.
Exactly.
So I don't
We're
knock
knocking.
it,
We're
but
not knocking.
Yeah, but he's not for sure not
He's
mine.
not for sure my
greatest of
number
all
one.
time.
My number one, my greatest of all time. When I break down the greatest of all time when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to music, but specifically hip hop, I say there's 4. I say there's Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie. They all bring in something
And
of
ain't none
everything,
after that.
and there's nothing after that. They all bring in something. They all bring in their own flavor to make it the 4 list of all best of all time. And what's funny is that I seen some list that someone put together, and they had like 92. They had them 4 from like 92 to 98, them running it or some shit like that. And I was like, no, those are the 4 greatest rap artists of all time.
Yeah.
Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. Tupac, one of the greatest just overall people that's been ever I think ever existed, as far as how he was and what he brought to the table, the albums. And me specifically, I'm more into Tupac's life than I am his music. And that's a weird stanza because a lot of people are more into the music,
Yep.
and I'm more into his life.
Yep.
Him as a person. I've seen more of his interviews than I've heard his music.
Right.
Biggie, I'm more into his music, and his life was extremely interesting and all that. But I'm way more into Biggie's music than Tupac's music.
Yeah, Biggie's more of my style over Pac for sure.
And Biggie just brought that. Biggie brought that New York. He made that New York. He made that sound. And I think he did a lot. You feel me? So Tupac is one entity. Then you got Biggie as another entity. Then Jay-Z. How many #1 albums does he have now? 11?
Something like that.
You feel me? So it's like, oh, Drake. Well, no, this was 11. So
Yeah.
you feel me?
And he did it back when like it was no streaming.
There was no
like you had to
streaming.
go out and cop this motherfucker.
One of the things were like,
to see.
Drake is the #1 streamed artist of all time. I'm like, no
I would
shit.
think so.
Of fucking
Yeah.
course. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck else? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, like for sure from 2010 to 2020, like Drake, bro, is unbelievable. He's just not my favorite. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that.
Yeah,
Like, he's
and I'm
just,
telling you, I bop to every single one of the bops. You feel me? I dance every single one of the singles.
hell yeah.
I love every
Hell
single
yeah.
album. I got my favorite Drake album. I got my favorite Drake track. I got my favorite.
And we
I
can
got,
talk about that too one day.
I got my. I got yeah. I just. But it's just one of. I got my favorite fucking. I got my first time I heard Drake. Everything, bro. Like Drake is a topic itself, and I think one of those things when people bring up him as one of as the GOAT, I'm like, no. Then when the whole Pusha T thing went down, and when someone questions your pen, you're automatically off that. You're not off the list, but you're automatically off the discussion of being a GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that too because I didn't even think about that.
I'm too much into lyrics to ever fucking.
That's a big one for me. Like if you don't write all of your shit, I understand that for the most part he does.
Yeah,
I'm not questioning that. But
Quentin Miller has some.
And that's like one of my favorite Drake albums is like where Quentin Miller was exposed of writing some of his dope songs from if you're reading this it's too late. But yeah, man, I'm not knocking him. Shout out Drake for sure. Easily, I feel
incredible
like
career, and like we said, the reason I say this because Drake is a topic within himself. You feel me? Fucking mindset though. Where you at right now? What's cracking?
Mindset. So that came from another pod that we like watching. I Am Athlete.
Yeah,
super hard. Go check that out.
And then even if you don't want to give me a 1 through 10, just give me something where you at. Like how's your aura at right now? What energy?
Yeah. I just also wanted to because they
especially because you're gonna be gone next week, so you're gonna have to let them know too. So you feel me? Let them know what energy you're leaving them off with. You feel me?
Yeah. So I'm feeling good, bro. And I mentioned the pod because they also talk about like physical and mental.
Yeah.
And I feel like, bro, like physically, like damn, bro, I'm finally getting back to it. Like
finally,
for sure. Like fucking COVID done messed me up last year, bro. They said the gyms is closed, everything is closed. I said, bet. I'm out here.
I'm gonna sit my ass down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit my ass down, lay my ass down. So physically, I'm getting back to. I'm feeling so much better physically, bro. So.
Feel it.
So fucking
Feel it.
so much better physically. Mentally, I'm gonna rate that one 1 through 10. I feel like I'm at a solid 7.
Clean. Oh yeah.
I'm feeling.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling good right now.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I feel it.
How about you?
Shit. I think the only thing I need. I got done with some projects that I wanted to get done with. That boosted my confidence a little bit. Mentally, I could say I'm on a solid like 8. It's just literally just trying to straighten out my next move. Not even as far as Anze life, as far as like my outside move, straighten that out, and then fuck dog. Honestly, I'm bro. All praise to God and shit, people around me, but fucking solid, bro, solid as fuck. Probably the most solid. I could wake up feeling like shit tomorrow. I don't know, but as of right now, where we're at this moment, we're good. I think we had a fucking
happy. That's the most important thing, bro. Is
appreciative, grateful. I don't even think it's the happy part. I think as a human being, we're gonna have our ups and downs, and our emotions gonna fluctuate throughout a day, throughout a sequence of events, throughout anything my situation you might be going through. But as far as you like, fuck, I lost my train of thought. But as far as you kind of like
being grateful,
being grateful for the shit that you have, and knowing
and that can go hand in hand. Like you're not grateful if you're not happy.
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah, you gotta be grateful for the opportunity that you may have at your feet that you don't even know that you have. You got to take advantage of it. Go out this week, fucking kill it. It's a late week for everyone. We're all gonna start on Tuesday, so go at it, get to it.
Hit that motherfucking like, hit that motherfucking sub. If you made it this far,
you feel me?
Put that shit in the beginning too. I don't know why it just got hella loud all of a sudden,
but shout out real quick. I know this was about to get on it, but shout out Steven. This will works at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so shout out. This one made it happen today. Fucking Alex, Fredo, y'all on the short list.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to come here next week because my boy Pana ain't gonna run a solo shit.
You feel me? So one of you motherfuckers gotta be here. So hey, appreciate you coming out, bro, making this shit happen.
Yes,
Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. Everyone, thank you so much. Keep
have a
liking,
good night, man.
Keep subscribing, keep watching.
All that.
You feel me? Catch that shit. Anze Life Podcast.
All that.
Criminals, so we sleep king. Even though they never loved us, we don't give a fuck. And we at war, shit, I keep me a pistol tucked. Ready to split me a nigga wig, and that's real shit. Niggas try to cross me, this the shit that I deal with. And it's always who you be the most real with. You gotta take them on a field trip.